رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين وبعد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Inshallah, today is the 14th day of Ramadan, which is equivalent to May 6, 2020, and we are continuing our class on Tafsir. Today, inshallah, we'll begin the Tafsir of Surah Haaqah, which is also a Makki surah. But before we proceed, we will get Brother Yasir to recite like 5 verses for us, inshallah. Fadl.
Why me? I want to hear your recitation.
Because I want to hear your recitation. Fadl. لا تبخل علينا. جزاك الله خيرا. تفضل تفضل. بارك الله فيك.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحاقة ما الحاقة وما أدراك ما الحاقة كذبت ثمود وعاد بالقارعة فأما ثمود فأهلكوا بالطاغية.
جزاك الله خيرا. بارك الله فيك. Allah Almighty place it in the scale of your good deeds. Ameen. He just recited a few verses from the beginning of Surah Al-Haaqah, and the word Al-Haaqah is from the derivative of the word. It's from the, how you doing? Good? MashaAllah. It's from the derivative of the word Al-Haq. Al-Haq means the truth, right? And something that is truth is factual. And something that is factual is inevitable. So the word Al-Haaqah means the inevitable. And this is one of the names of the day of judgment. The reason why it is called the inevitable because we cannot escape from the day of judgment. We cannot avoid the day of judgment. And there are many names of the day of judgment. You know, if something is very, very important, it has many names. It has many attributes. This is the reason why Allah Almighty has many attributes. And we don't know the number of the attributes of Allah Almighty, even though the Prophet ﷺ said that Allah Almighty has 99 names, right? Whoever memorize these names, preserve these names, or put them into practice, call Allah Almighty by them, Jannah is guaranteed for that individual. But that doesn't mean that the names of Allah are restricted to this 99 names. Rather, it means these 99 names, whoever know them, put them into practice, then Jannah is guaranteed for that individual. Allah Almighty make us amongst them. Amen. But the point that I'm trying to make here is if something is very, very important and significant, it has many attributes. And this is what the Day of Judgment is. So the Day of Judgment has many names and many attributes, and I would like to you to help me to mention some of these attributes, inshallah. What are some of the names of the Day of Judgment?
The Day of Standing,
which is Yawm al-Qiyamah. So from the names of the Day of Judgment is the Day of Standing, Yawm al-Qiyamah. The reason being is because all of us will stand before Allah Almighty to be held accountable for the things that we do. What are some of the names of the Day of Judgment?
Al-Yawmu la rayba fiha.
Yawm la rayba fiha. The day in which there is no doubt, which is the inevitable, which maybe shall come to pass. From one of the names of the Day of Judgment is An-Naba'ul Azim, the great news, or the great chronicle, right? Because Allah Almighty mentioned saying, Amma yatasa'alun anin naba'il azim. Meaning, what are they questioning one another about? Are they questioning one another about the great news, and that is the day of judgment? From the names of the day of judgment is As-Sa'ah, right? The hour. Right? يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ السَّاعَةِ أَيَّانَ مُرْسَاهَا. Right? They're asking about the hour. When is it going to be? To be established. From the names of the day of judgment is Al-Azifa, meaning the approaching one. Like Azifatil, Azifa, and also his statement, وأنذرهم يوم الآزفة إذ القلوب لدى الحناجر كاظمين ما للظالمين من ولي ولا شفيع يطاع. Right? So again, from the names of the day of judgment, Al-Azifa, which is the approaching one, and this is because the day of judgment is near. When they asked the Prophet ﷺ, when is this hour going to be? He the Messiah said, إِنَّهُمْ يَرَوْنَهُ بَعِيدًا وَنَرَاهُ قَرِيبًا. They see the day of judgment to be far, but we see it to be very, very near. The Prophet said, بُعِثْتُ أَنَا وَالسَّاعَةِ كَهَاتَيْنِ. He said, between me, meaning my message, and the coming of the hour is like these two things. And he pointed his index finger and his middle finger, meaning this is the distance between the day of judgment and the coming of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So from the names of the day of judgment is Al-Azifa, the approaching one. From the names of the day of judgment is Al-Qari'atu Mal-Qari'ah, meaning the striking one, meaning the calamity. And the reason why it is called the calamity or the striking one, because calamity, what does calamity do? I mean, it strikes, right? So that's the name of the day of judgment. From the names of the day of judgment is إِذَا وَقَعَتِ الْوَاقِعَةُ. So Al-Waqi'ah is from the names of the day of judgment. From the names of the day of judgment is Yawm al-Hashr, which is the day of assembling. Because Allah the Almighty will assemble each and every one of us on the day of judgment. From the names of the day of judgment is Yawm al-Taghabun. He the Messiah said, ذَلِكَ يَوْمُ التَّغَابُنِ. And the Yawm al-Taghabun means the day of mutual regret. Because each and every one of us on the day of judgment will regret. The believers will regret, and the disbelievers will regret. What will be the regret of the believers? They did not do enough. So the believers will wish that they do enough, and the disbelievers will wish that they have believed. You understand? They believe. So it is the day of mutual regret. From the names of the day of judgment is Yawm al-Faza, the day of fear. Yawm al-Faza al-Akbar, the day of the great fear, because it is going to be a horrible day. Each and every one of us on that day will be in a state of fear. From the first blowing of the trumpet, when the earth will quake, causing everybody to be in a state of fear. Like he was mentioned, إِنَّ زَلْزَلَةَ السَّاعَةِ شَيْءٌ عَظِيمٌ. Indeed, the earthquake of the hour of doom is a tremendous thing. يَوْمَ تَرَوْنَهَا تَذْهَلُ كُلُّ مُرْضِعَةٍ عَمَّا أَرْضَعَتْ. On the day when you will behold it, every nursing mother will neglect her nursing baby. So a woman who is breastfeeding her baby, she would throw her baby away and she would run away for her life. Then Allah Almighty said, وَتَضَعُ كُلُّ ذَاتِ حَمْلٍ حَمْلَهَا. And every pregnant woman shall deliver her burden. وَتَرَى النَّاسَ سُكَارَى وَمَا هُمْ بِسُكَارَى. And you will see the people as if they are drunk. He the Messiah said they are not drunk. وَلَكِنَّ عَذَابَ اللَّهِ شَدِيدٌ. But the punishment of your Lord on that day is severe. Because when the trumpet is blown, the earth will quake, and the sky will turn like a molten copper, right? And people will be seized by fear. May the Almighty protect us from that. Amen. It is a day of fear That's what the Prophet ﷺ said. On that day, nobody will speak except the Anbiya. And what will come out of their mouth is Allahumma sallim, Allahumma sallim. Oh Allah, grant us salvation. Oh Allah, grant us salvation. So the day of judgment is the day of fear. And all of you know the hadith of the Shafa'at al-Kubra, the great intercession. When the people will come to Adam alayhi salatu wassalam, and they will say, "Oh Adam, you are the one whom Allah the Almighty created with His own hand. He blew in you from His Spirit. He commanded the angels to bow to you out of respect and honor, and He placed you in His Jannah. Could you intercede for us with your Lord so that He will decide between the creatures?" And Adam will say, Allah the Almighty is angry this day, the like of which He has never been and will never be after this day. And I have approached the tree which I was commanded to stay away from. Therefore, go to Noah. Nafsi, nafsi. I am concerned about myself. I'm concerned about myself. Right? And then we'll go to Noah alayhi salatu wasalam. We'll say, "Oh Noah, you are the Jaddul Anbiya. You are the grandfather of the Anbiya. You are Awwal Rusul, the first messenger that Allah the Almighty sent. Sammaka Allahu abdan shakura. Allah the Almighty named you the grateful servant. Therefore, could you intercede for us with your Lord?" And Noah will say, Allah the Almighty is angry. This day, the like of which He has never been and will never be after this day. I'm concerned about myself. Could you go to Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam? And we'll come to Ibrahim, and Ibrahim will also give us the same excuse. Go to Musa. Musa would make the same excuse. Go to Isa. Isa will make the same excuse. Go to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And this is what the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam will say, "Ana laha, ana laha." This day is mine. This position is mine. And this is the Maqam al-Mahmuda. This is the great or the praiseworthy position that Allah Almighty will give the Prophet on the day of judgment. This is when the Prophet ﷺ will make sujood. And he will glorify Allah the Almighty with a glorification that Allah the Almighty will teach him and inspire him on that day. Then Allah will say to him, "Raise your head up. Sal tu'ta, ask, and your request will be given. Istashfi tushaffa." Meaning, ask for intercession, and intercession will be granted. So again, the day of judgment is known as Yawm al-Faza, the day of fear, because we will be in a serious and a severe state of fear. It is also known as Yawm al-Akhir, the last day. The reason being is because when the sun sets, it will not rise again from the east. That's what the Prophet ﷺ said. Tawbah, the door of Tawbah will be open until the day when the sun will rise from the west, which means it will not rise again. It will not rise again. So this is the last day. It is also known as Yawm al-Hisab, the day of reckoning, because it is the day when Allah the Almighty will reckon the servants. It is also known as Yawm al-Ba'ath, the day of resurrection, because Allah the Almighty will raise us up from our grave and bring us to an account. So again, the name of the day of judgment has a lot of names indicating on the importance and the significance of this day. May the Almighty grant His protection from the horribility of that day. Amen. So here the Messiah said, "Mal Haaqah." What will make you know what the inevitable is? وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْحَاقَّةُ كَذَّبَتْ ثَمُودُ وَعَادٌ بِالْقَارِعَةِ. The Lord Almighty said, indeed, the tribe of Thamud and likewise the tribe of Ad, they have rejected the hour. فَأَمَّا ثَمُودُ فَأُهْلِكُوا بِالطَّاغِيَةِ. But as for the tribe of Thamud, they were destroyed by the awful cry. Who are Thamud and who is their prophet? Do you know the prophet that is sent to the people of Thamud? No. Which prophet is saying to the people of Thamud? Salih. Right? So here the Most High said, وَإِلَى ثَمُودَ أَخَاهُمْ صَالِحًا. So Salih is saying to the people of Thamud. He was sent to them to worship Allah the Almighty alone and not associate partners with Him, but they have rejected Him and they asked for a miracle. They asked for a miracle, a sign. So what was the sign given to the people of Thamud? Do you remember the sign, the miracle? Alright. So the people of Thamud asked for a sign. And their prophet was Salih, alayhi salatu wassalam. The sign that they asked for, they asked Salih to cause a rock, right, to deliver a she camel. So the rock delivered a she camel who is a pregnant she camel. And she came out and she delivered a baby. So Allah the Almighty said to them, just because they asked for a sign, Allah the Almighty also put them to trial. Here is the she camel, the sign that you asked for. The rock has delivered a pregnant she camel who also gave birth to a baby. So now Allah the Almighty said, you have the blessings of drinking from the milk of the she camel. So the she camel produced milk for them. This is a blessing from Allah the Almighty to them, right? And then Allah the Almighty takes them saying, you are going to share the river, the water of the river of the city between you and the she camel. A day for you and a day for the she camel. So you're going to take turn drinking from the river. The day that the camel is drinking, you are not going to drink from it. So this test has become very difficult on them. So what do? They plotted against the she camel and they killed the she camel. When they killed the she camel, Salih said to them, because they were threatened, they said, we're going to kill the she camel because we're not able to do this. So Salih said to them, احذروا ناقة الله وسقياها. Be cautious of the she camel of Allah the Almighty. Do not harm her and do not stop her from drinking what Allah the Almighty has given her to drink. So they have persisted upon this arrogance and they killed the she camel. When they killed the she camel, Salih said to them, you have 3 days to enjoy your life. After 3 days, you are going to be destroyed. So what happened was, the first 3 days, their faces turned yellow. So this is a sign. They're like, oh, what's going on? And the second 3 days, what happened? Their faces turned red. And then the third, their faces turned very, very black, right? And then they realized that the punishment is going to descend on them. So all of them came out and they wrapped themselves in their shroud and they lie down on the ground, waiting for the punishment of Allah the Almighty to strike. And Allah the Almighty sent Jibril, and Jibril destroyed them with the awful cry, causing their hearts to rip from their insides, and all of them died. And these are the people of Thamud. The people of Thamud did not take a lesson from the camel, and they were not grateful for the milk that she produces for them. Rather, they rejected the sign and they killed the she camel of Allah the Almighty. They have been warned of the punishment of Allah the Almighty, but they did not pay heed to it. And the more signs they see, the more they reject them. People with evil nature will never change. People with evil nature will never change. The Prophet was there for them. He provided them with the sign. They have the she camel producing them with milk. Instead of believing in the miracle, they rejected the miracle. Instead of being grateful for the milk that they get, they were ungrateful. And they transgressed the set limits of Allah the Almighty and they killed the she camel. So people with evil nature will never change. and the one whose misguidance has been decreed will remain in constant state of bewilderment. They are being called to their salvation, but they refuse to respond. Rather, they chose failure over success. Therefore, we ask Allah the Almighty to protect us from the disbelievers and from disbelief in general. Amen. So these are the people of Thamud. Here the Messiah said, وَأَمَّا ثَمُودُ فَأُهْلِكُوا بِالطَّاغِيَةِ, right? وَأَمَّا عَادٌ فَأُهْلِكُوا بِرِيحٍ صَرْصَرٍ آتِيَةٍ. But as for the people of Ad, they were destroyed by the terminating twister, right? Who are the people of Ad? The bodybuilders, or they are naturally built like that, right? We call them the bodybuilders, right? Because they are one of the giants that Allah Almighty created, and He, the Messiah, said He has not created the like of them in the history of what? Mankind. التي لم يخلق مثلها في البلاد. The like of them were never created on the lands. These are the people of tribe. Who is their prophet? I mean, the people of Ad. Who is their prophet?
Ad?
No.
You said the people of Ad?
Yeah. Ad is their grandfather, right? And Shaddad is the son of Ad. Okay? So Shaddad is also their father. So they are from the progeny of Shaddad. And Shaddad ibn Ad, Allah the Almighty has given them strength. Our noble scholar Imam al-Qurtubi said they go for 100 years without any report of death in their city. For 100 years, no report of what? Death. So they start to feel very proud of themselves. They start to feel like they are better than those who are around them. So they are race in that time are the strongest race. So all the races around them are afraid of them. This is how they gain power, and they said, "Man ashaddu minna quwwa," who is stronger than us. So the people of Ad, their prophet is, again, who is their prophet? Alright, Saleh Abu Dhikr answered, he said their prophet is Hud alayhi salatu wassalam. Allah Almighty said, وَإِلَىٰ عَادٍ أَخَاهُمْ Huda, right? And to the tribe of Ad, Allah Almighty saying Hud alayhi salatu wassalam. Like we mentioned, they are giants, but their height is something that is, the scholars have disagreed as for how tall they are, right? The tallest that is mentioned, our noble scholar Imam Ibn al-Jawzi, also Qurtubi and other scholars of Tafsir said the tallest one of them is 100 arm length, and the shortest one of them is 60 arm length. However, our noble scholar Ibn al-Jawzi also mentioned in his book Tafsir that the shortest one of them is 12 arm length, right? And arm length is measured from the elbow to the tip of the middle finger, right? So that would be about 2 feet 29 inches, right? So let's say you multiply 2 feet 29 inches by 12. How much is that? How many feet is that?
25.
25?
24 and some change.
How about 27 feet?
27.
2 feet, 2.9 and 2.29 feet, right? That's about 27 feet. Let's say this is the shortest one of them. Could you imagine how tall is 27 feet? How tall are you? You're the tallest one here, right?
No, yeah.
No, you are. You're 6.1?
Yeah, he's 6'2".
6.2? Alright. So 6.2 divided by 27, right? So this is about 3 times your height.
Yeah, right.
4 times your height.
Close to 5 times.
Close to, could you imagine how tall is that?
Yeah, we will all have to jump one up.
You know, how high is a basketball net? About 12 feet.
12 feet.
So if this man, if this short guy is sitting down, he will still be taller than the 12 feet. Like, subhanallah. So these are giant for real. So this is the reason why they said man ashaddu minna quwwa. Who is more powerful than us? Allah the Almighty said, أَوَلَمْ يَرَوْا أَنَّ اللَّهَ الَّذِي خَلَقَهُمْ هُوَ أَشَدُّ مِنْهُمْ قُوَّةً وَكَانُوا بِآيَاتِنَا يَجْحَدُونَ. Don't they see that Allah, the one who created them, is more powerful than them? And they are denying our signs. What do we say the word jahud mean again yesterday? What does the word jahud mean? Denial.
Denial.
Yeah, when you deny something.
It means you know the truth, but you don't accept it.
You know the truth, but you don't accept it. And we said it means that's the right thing. Like to affirm with your tongue that which your heart is negating, or to negate with your tongue that which your heart is affirming. You know, like now.
That's a nice definition.
That's what?
Nice definition.
It's a nice definition. That's the denial. You know, people like Fir'aun. He said, "Ana rabbukum al-a'la." I am your Lord, the Most High. But he knows right there that no, I'm not the Lord. Because if you ask him, did you create the heavens? He will say what? No. He will say no. Like, did you create anything? He will say no. Then why would you claim that you are the Lord? He did not just say I am Allah, but he said I am your Lord, the Most. Man, Fir'aun, man. Fir'aun is kufr is on another level. That is why Shaitan one day was like, you know what, I don't get this Fir'aun, man. This guy, man, what's up with him? You know, even I, the devil, never claimed that I am Allah, right? The devil swear by the might of Allah. Yes.
Is there a different wording for like the kufr of kufr is a person who denies Islam? Is there a different?
Kufr is a general.
Is there different wordings for a kafir who denies Islam and a kafir who never heard of it?
A kafir who has never heard of Islam. Yeah, I mean, people who the Risalah did not reach, their affair is with Allah the Almighty. Because He the Messiah said, وَمَا كُنَّا مُعَذِّبِينَ حَتَّى نَبْعَثَ رَسُولًا. We will not punish a nation until we send a messenger to them, which means until the message reached them. So if message did not reach some people, they will not be punished. Their affair is with Allah the Almighty. I hope this is clear. So yeah, the word disbelief is for those who have rejected the truth. And the truth agrees with the natural disposition. So the one who sees the truth and rejects it, he's in a state of denial. I hope this is clear. Yes. So back to Fir'aun, before we go back to Ad. So the devil said, I'm coming to visit Fir'aun, this guy who claimed that he is God. So the devil came and knocked his door. And of course, you know, Fir'aun, before you get to Fir'aun, you have to go through many security points, right? You have to get checked before. So he was like, how did this guy get to me? And I did not get any notification, right? So he was like, who is at the door? So the devil was like, look at this guy. You claim that you are God, but you don't even know the one who is behind your door. Like, how could you claim that you're a God and you don't even know the one who is behind your door? Like, you claim you're a God and you don't even know the one who is standing before you is probably plotting to kill you. You claim you're a God and you raised someone in your house who ended up being the cause of your death and your destruction. He raised Musa alayhi salatu wassalam. Wallahi, this indicates on the greatness of Allah, the ability of Allah the Almighty to do all things. Look, Fir'aun is killing people for the fear that they will end up killing him. And The one who is going to kill him ended up in the house of Fir'aun during the time that he killed. When Fir'aun saw this, I'm going to kill this man. But look at how Allah the Almighty changed things. He put the love of Fir'aun in the heart of the love of Musa in the heart of the wife of Fir'aun. So when she saw Musa, she was like, Qurratu aynin li wa lak. This is equivalent of my eyes and your eyes. La taqtuluh, do not kill him. Perhaps he will benefit us. Right? Or perhaps we'll take him as our son. But this is how Allah the Almighty does his things. But the people of Ad, back to them, they were deceived by their strength. So as a result, they ended up saying, who is stronger than us? Allah the Almighty said, وَأَمَّا عَادٌ فَأُهْلِكُوا بِرِيحٍ صَرْصَرٍ آتِيَةٍ. The word sarsar means barid, meaning the wind that was sent to them or against them is very cold. It's a bitter, cold wind. Could you imagine being out in winter when it is 10 degrees and it's very windy? You cannot withstand that. Allah the Almighty sent that as a punishment against them. The wind is very cold. And Ibn Abbas said, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. So the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم said, ما أرسل الله من نسمة من ريح إلا بمكيال ولا قطرة من ماء إلا بمكيال. Said Allah the Almighty never sends wind except with a measure. He never sends down rain except with a measure, right? Because if it is beyond more than what we need, it's going to destroy us. And if it is less than what we need, it's going to destroy us because it's not going to be sufficient for us. So out of the wisdom of Allah the Almighty, He created the rivers to be storage of rain. And He made the mountains to be storage of water. When it snows, it remains there and then it melts down and fills in the valleys, the rivers, the pond, all this. And this earth right here is a storage of water. But the Prophet ﷺ said, on the day of the destruction of Nuh, the people of Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, Allah the Almighty sent down water beyond the measure, more than the measure. That's why he recited, the Prophet recited, Inna lamma tawal ma hamalnakum fil jariyah. So when the water reached beyond its measure, we carry you in al-jariyah. And jariyah means boat, ship. That is one of the names of ship, right? Al-jariyah, as-safina. Usually we hear the word as-safina in Surah Haaqah, and we will talk about it. Al-jariyah here, it means boat because it runs with them. So Allah the Almighty they never send down water except with a measure, except on the day when the people of Noah were destroyed. And likewise, He never sent down rain, which is wind, except with a measure, except the day when the people of Ad were destroyed. He, the Most High, said that the Prophet, peace be upon him, recited the statement of Allah the Almighty, Sarsarin Atiyah, which is the wind that goes beyond the measure that Allah the Almighty wants us to, that Allah the Almighty usually allow wind to be. So the people of Ad were destroyed by the terminating twister. He, the Most High, said, In وَأَمَّا عَادٌ فَأُهْلِكُوا بِرِيحٍ صَرْصَرٍ آتِيَةٍ سخرها عليهم 7 ليال و8 أيام حسوما فترى القوم فيها صرعى كأنهم أعجاز نخل خاوية. He said He has sent this wind against them for a period of 7 years? No, 7 days and 8 nights. Subhanallah. This is deep. Could you imagine the wind blowing, ongoing, for 7 days and 8 nights? When there's a tornado coming, this is worse than any hurricane you could think of, right? So when there's a tornado coming, people don't have anything to do but to take a shelter. But this wind is ongoing for 7 days and 8 nights. He the Most High said, تُدَمِّرُ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ بِأَمْرِ رَبِّهَا. It exterminates anything it chances upon by the permission of his Lord. فَأَصْبَحُوا لَا يُرَى إِلَّا مَسَاكِنُهُم. So in the morning you could not see any of them, but their city. They are destroyed and they are gone. May Allah Almighty protect us from disbelief. Ameen. So our scholars mention that the wind, it twists them in the air. Like the way tornado twists. I mean, did you ever see tornado twisting 18-wheelers in the air? Throw them away. This wind twists them in the air, turn them upside down, smack them on the ground, and split them into two, leaving them lying dead on the ground as if they were uprooted date palm. This is what Allah Almighty says, like uprooted date palm lying on the ground. He the Most High said, فَهَلْ تَرَوْا لَهُمْ مِنْ بَاقِيَةٍ. Did you see any remnant of them? There was no remnant. When Allah Almighty sees us, His seizure is severe. So we ask Allah Almighty to protect us against His punishment. Ameen. The Prophet ﷺ, when he was traveling with his companions and they passed by the diyar, meaning the dwelling of the people of Thamud, he said, do not enter it except in a state of what? Crying. And when you pass by very, very quick. This is just a reminder for them. So we ask Allah Almighty to make us among those who ponder over these things. Ameen. Then he the Messiah said, وَجَاءَ فِرْعَوْنُ وَمَنْ قَبِلَهُ وَالْمُؤْتَفِكَاتُ بِالْخَاطِئَةِ. Inshallah, we will expound on the ayah of Fir'aun and expound more about Fir'aun in our next class, which is tomorrow. But we will start here because when we start, we're going to go deeper. It's going to drag and take some time. Do you have any question?
Yes.
Yes.
So what happened after Shaitan said, look at you. You say you were God, but you don't even know.
That is the story. He just proved that this guy is weak. You know, I mean, you're claiming what you are not. You know, it's like Ibrahim and Nimrod, right? When Nimrod claimed that he is God, Ibrahim said to him, Rabbi alladhi yuhyi wa yumeet. You know, my Lord is the one who gives life and take life, meaning he kills and he gives life. Nimrod said, Ana uhyi wa umeet, I can also kill and give life, right? So he brought two prisoners. He killed one and spared the other. He said, look, I killed and I spared a life, right? So Ibrahim did not want to say, no, this is not what I mean. Ibrahim took him to another, you know, unequivocal proof, right?
We don't know what that means.
Meaning an evidence that you cannot overcome, you cannot reject, right? So Ibrahim said, فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْتِي بِالشَّمْسِ مِنَ الْمَشْرِقِ فَأْتِ بِهَا مِنَ الْمَغْرِبِ. Allah Almighty is the one who allows the sun to rise from the east. So now, could you, please, I'm pleading you, could you let the sun rise from the west? فَبُهِتَ الَّذِي كَفَرَ. This is when the one who disbelieved was overcome. Allah Almighty does not guide those who are disbelieving folks. So the disbelievers, they can only argue, but their argument cannot take them anywhere because you cannot create, not even a dhubab, not even a fly. And why would you claim that you are a God? May the Almighty grant us understanding of this deen. Ameen. Naam. نعم كيف حالك؟ عندك سؤال؟ عندك تعليق؟ طيب. Can you mention any of the names of the Day of Judgment? Mention one name from the names of the Day of Judgment or what we have studied today. Al-Qari'ah. Jamil.
Just one? الحشر
يوم الحشر يوم الفزع الأكبر الساعة
يوم الفزع الأكبر
يوم الفزع الأكبر
يوم عن النبأ العظيم
النبأ العظيم. ما شاء الله. أحسنت السنة. Right? والآزفة, which is the approaching one. You know, because the day of judgment is near. Right? And what is the first sign of the day of judgment? No, you're right. What did you say?
I said the coming of the prophet.
The coming of the prophet. That is very true. The coming of the prophet is the first sign of the approaching of the hour. That's why the Messiah said, "Yas'alunaka an sa'a ayyana mursaha." Right? Here the Messiah said, "Qad ja'a ashratuha." The signs of the hour has come. Our scholars said the sign that has come is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because the Prophet said, "Wa'ithu ana wasa'atu kahatayn." Between my message and the establishment of the hour is like this. So the Prophet being the last prophet is also a sign that the hour is coming, because there will be no other prophet that will come. Since he is the last prophet, then there is no other thing that the people are waiting, because this is the last nation, the last ummah. So the coming of the prophet is the first sign of the minor signs of the day of judgment, and there are many more. Inshallah, we'll expound on them as we move further. Jazakumullah khairan. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.